Hello, YouTube. Thank you to Mr. Onyo Chin, must be Vietnamese, for suggesting this bust to me. John of Gaunt, Duke of Lancaster, was the kind of man who made Europe blush. Born in 1340, the third surviving son of King Henry III, he strutted through medieval Europe like a peacock in armor, too royal to be ignored. He never wore the crown, but he behaved like it was waiting for him to try it on. His estate stretched from Scotland to France, and his London home, the Savoy Palace, was a glittering fortress of vanity. Commoners joked he owned half of England, though it was less a joke than the bitter truth. So, when the Peasants' Revolt of 1381 rolled around, angry mobs yelled, "Down with John of Gaunt," and gleefully burned his palace to ashes. To them, he was the poster child of noble greed, the man who dined on silver while they starved. When his young nephew Richard II inherited the throne, Gaunt became the unofficial power behind it, whispering orders and playing puppet master. He commanded armies, forged alliances, and behaved less like a duke and more like a substitute king. Even his disastrous military march through France couldn't tarnish his status. Now let's get to the part everyone has been waiting for me to talk about. John of Gaunt's legacy, the result of his uncontrollable loins. Let's see if YouTube will let me keep that in. He had many a scandal that had bards and bishops gasping alike. His most famous affair was with Catherine Swynford, the wife of one of his knights. Et-tu, Brute? This caused gossip throughout all of England, and eventually he married her, turning this gossip into legend. Their children, the Beauforts, were legitimized, and from them came the Tudors. That's right, the entire line of Henry VII, Henry VIII, and Elizabeth I trace their genetics back to one very audacious love affair. This is probably why Henry VIII turned out to be the lusty wife killer he was. Anyway, back to John of Gaunt. John of Gaunt died in 1399, but his mess lived on. His son, Henry Bolingbroke, seized his confiscated estates, overthrew Richard II, and became Henry IV. Even in death, Gaunt's shadow ruled, rich, scandalous, and unforgettable. And oh my goodness, so many children and direct descendants. He literally has a descendant in every royal family in Europe except Monaco. But you know, it's Monaco, it's not like they really matter. Hi, Jimmy here. This bust of John of Gaunt is available. However, I am never making this bust again. It is so hard to make. So whoever buys it first gets it, I guess.